Hello everyone, this is me Sir Praveen. Okay, so we are going to start today's class. First, let me introduce myself. Okay, so I'm Sir Praveen. I'm teaching you guys English for this year. So you guys are 3P2 and 3A. You are watching this video. So for this year, I'll be teaching 3P2. Sorry, I'm supposed to teach. Sepatutnya saya mengajar 3A and 3F. But because 3P2, you do not have a teacher, so I'm teaching you now until your teacher comes. So I have 3P2, 3A, 3E, and I'm teaching Form 4, 4P1. I'm teaching Form 5, 5P1, 5F, and I'm also teaching 5P2 2020. Okay, I'm teaching now 5 to 6 classes. Okay, so my name is Sir Praveen. I'm from Ipoh, but now I'm teaching in SMK Padang Midin. Okay, I'm teaching in SMK Padang Midin. So I'm quite excited to teach all of you. Tapi I think it will be more fun to be teaching in the school. Unfortunately, I can't because of the pandemic, and you guys also cannot go to school or go outside because of the pandemic, and we're having PKP now. So please take care of yourselves. I hopefully none of you have COVID. Just practice the 3 W's: wear your mask, wash your hands, and don't go out in crowded places. Okay, jangan keluar merata-rata, right? That's very important. Okay, I don't want to take too much time. We're gonna straight go into the class. Let me share this. Okay, English Form 3 requisites. Okay, let me make myself small. All right, so you can just see the slides here. All right, let's see the slides. Okay, requisites maksudnya diperlukan. It's not a big word, so jangan rasa panik bila you tengok perkataan tu. Okay, are we good? Let me see. Are we good? Okay, we are good. Okay, let's go. All right, so so English Form 3 requisites, what you need. Okay, you need 2 notebooks, 1 writing, 1 grammar. So lepas ni kita akan guna buku. We are not going to use papers. Okay. Okay, after each class, complete a Google form link. Okay, after each class, I'll give you a Google form link. In the link, there is a simple exercise. You must complete the exercise. If you complete the exercise and submit the Google form link, baru you dikira hadir. You need to remember this. So, it's very important for you to do the Google form link and do your homework. Okay, another thing I want to remind you, online learning is all about you. If you do not do the task, if you do not do the homeworks, then I cannot help you. Okay, online learning is all about you. It is very, very different from school, di mana saya ada kat situ dengan you and I can see your progress. Tapi with online learning, I cannot do that. I cannot see your progress secara physical. I only can see through online. So I need to trust you. You need to be independent. You kena berdikari. Dan saya kena percaya yang you buat kerja. If you have problems doing the online work, you can always ask me. You can always personal message me. You always can PM me. No problem. Okay. So that's what we're doing. Okay, we are going to use the textbook close up. I know some of you do not have the textbook. Do not worry, because in this presentation today, the questions from the textbook are in the slides. So you tak perlu risau kalau you tak ada textbook. Okay, you can always look at the slides yang saya akan send ke the group Telegram. You can always look there. Okay, you can always see the questions and you can write down in your book. I want you to write in your book, walaupun ini kelas online, tapi I nak you tulis kerana when you write, you remember. You need to know this. Bila you tulis, you akan ingat. So that is what I want you to write. The reason you write is because when you write, your brain and your hand is working together. Okay, kalau you just buat ke online, you tekan, you are not really learning lah, I would say. I mean, you are learning lah, but it's not effective. So that is why you need to write with your pen, so that your brain and your hand works together and you will remember what you're doing. Okay, so let's start. I don't want to waste too much time. Okay. All right. Okay. Form 3 English, 3P2, 3A. Today we are doing chapter 1, family ties. Okay, let me put myself in the screen a bit so you can see me. Not that boring lah. Okay. Already 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 45 seconds. My plan is to do this video dalam 15 minutes. So you tak perlu waste banyak data. Okay. Alright, so okay, you can see me now. I cannot see you, but you can see me. Okay, let's start. Okay, what we'll be doing today? Hari ni kita akan buat 4 reading activities. First one is 10 true or false questions, benar atau salah. Then kita buat match definitions. Ada satu perkataan, ada maksud perkataan tu, you kena padankan definisi tu. Very simple. Then we are going to fill in the blanks with 2 words in a sentence and then fill in the blanks punya activity. So, that's all, very simple. And we are doing one writing activity. Write about your family in your writing book. Very simple activity. Okay, all right, so I'm going to close myself again. Okay, now we are going to read this together, guys. We are going to read this together, do not worry. So this is in a textbook. I think it's page 6 or 8. I think 6, I think. But never mind, we are going to look at this. Meet the ancestors. Ancestors ni moyang lah, moyang kamu. So what makes you who you are? Part of the answer is in your family's past. Okay, your family's punya masa silam. Become a detective and find clues to your family history. Okay, we are going to meet the ancestors. Okay, kita nak tengok keturunan kamu. Okay, let's look. When you look in the mirror, I'm going to read this together, guys, so don't worry. When you look in the mirror, do you see your father's smile? Maybe you take after your mother or look like a grandparent. That's because of DNA. Our DNA contains genes that make each person in the world different. No two people look, think, or act the same. We pass down our genes through generations. Generations ni adalah generasi ya. Your grandfather, your great-grandfather, your great-great-grandfather, itu semua. Scientists can test your DNA to find out which part of the world your ancestors were from. So scientists boleh ambil DNA kamu untuk tengok mencari your daripada mana your moyang datang, daripada mana. Okay, you're going to do paragraph 2. Your family's history may be a mystery to you, but there is a way to find out about it. It's called genealogy. What is genealogy? Genealogy ni satu kajian tentang keturunan. Okay, ialah satu bidang pendidikan. Okay, satu bidang pengajian. Okay, just like engineering, dentistry ni semua, genealogy ni adalah satu bidang. Okay, di mana you boleh belajar lah. Okay, genealogy and is the study of the people you are related to. Genealogy helps you put together your family history. It starts with the relatives you know. Relatives ni saudara mara kamu, such as parents and grandparents. And then you can learn about ancestors who lived and died before you were born. Okay, we're going to go to the next one. It isn't difficult to learn about your past. You can begin by asking your relatives questions about your ancestors. While you are talking with family members, take notes. This helps you organize any information you get. Make sure you write down any names, dates, or places people mention. Then you can draw a family tree with your name at the top. Then you would add all the relatives from you to your great-grandparents so you can see how everyone is related. Related kat sini hubungan. Dihubungi. If there are any blank boxes in your tree, it's time for some detective work. Many people begin at a library where they can look for family names in old newspapers. Public records are usually a very good thing to look at too. They have information about births, marriages, and death certificates too. Some records show when people move to a country. Sometimes records tell you where people went to school and what their job was. You can also search the internet. With every bit of research you do, you are discovering your family's history. Okay, that's all we have read so far. We're going to continue. Now, this is the true or false questions. Look at the sentences below and about studying your family history. Read the text to decide if each sentence is correct or incorrect. Write true or false. True is betul, false is salah lah. Okay, false is tidak betul. We look the way we do. Okay, we look at number 1. We look the way we do because of the genes in our DNA. Is this true or false? Okay, jawapan dia true because tadi saya baca, saya sedar ini. Saya tengok sini. Okay, that's because of DNA. Okay, when you look in the mirror, do you see your father smile? Maybe you take after your mother Maybe you take after your mother or look like a grandparent. That's because of DNA. So, ini adalah facial features kamu. Cara you nampak is based on your adalah because of your genes in your DNA. Now, apa tu DNA ya? Okay, dalam sains saya pasti dah belajar dah apa tu DNA. Okay, it's Dia ni adalah you punya, it is your, how do I say just saya fikir kejap. Okay, DNA ni dia ada dua helix, okay, dua helix, dan dia it is the genetic code kepada kamu sebagai seorang manusia. Okay, the organism, okay, ini jadi kelas sains sekarang. Okay, so but what is DNA? DNA is basically, okay, DNA dibuat oleh protein, if I'm not mistaken, ialah dibuat daripada protein. Okay, but I think there's also a few more things in it lah. Okay, but what DNA does is ia menunjukkan you punya genetic code. Okay, ia menunjukkan genetic code kamu. So it is, when you kaji your DNA, you boleh tengok you punya masa silam, your punya moyang datang dari mana. Okay, there is a lot of software, and there's a lot of companies, syarikat yang buat yang buat benda ni. Okay, you can actually use find your DNA. They can take your DNA and find out who you are before. Okay, bukan kamu lah, your moyang. Okay, bukan kamu, your moyang. Okay, now, so you need to do this. Number 2, a DNA test can show where in the world our ancestors lived. I rasa this is true because bila saya baca tadi pun dia ada sebut tadi. Scientists can test your DNA to find out which part of the world your ancestors were from. So I think number 2 is also true. Okay, so this is it. You need to finish number 1 to number 10. I want you to write the question and answer true or false. Untuk ini I nak you tulis supaya you boleh nampak nanti ya. I really want you to write, okay? Okay, we're going to do exercise 2. We are moving to exercise 2. It's already 12 minutes already. Okay, so we are going to try to make it a bit fast. Okay, exercise 2. Match the definitions. Okay, match the definition with the members of the family. You just kena padankan saja. Your mom's mother. What is your mom's mother? Is it stepmother, grandmother, aunt, nephew, cousins? What is it? You try to do. Okay, niece and nephew. Okay, niece ni and nephew ni anak saudara. Niece for girl, nephew for boy. Okay, you try to find the answers later. Okay, we are going to do exercise 3. Okay, this one later on, I'm going to send the slides to you. So if you don't have your textbook, do not worry. You can always look at this. Okay, you always look at this, you settle already your problem. Okay, exercise 3. Complete the sentences using only 2 words. Okay, you need to read this and then you need to find the answer. We are going to go to number 1. We are going to try to do number 1. Peter, okay, we have height, ketinggian, slim, which is like thin, kurus, tall, which is tinggi. Peter has always been he was 1.98 meters when he was 14 years old. He's also quiet even though he eats a lot. So even though ni is walaupun. So walaupun dia makan banyak, dia masih kurus lah. So obviously slim kat sini, slim. Peter has always been I rasa the jawapan is tall. Bukan slim kat bawah, tall kat sini. Height bukan height, is ketinggian. Okay, so this is what you need to do for exercise 3. Okay, you just need to read and you try to do. Okay, weight, overweight, build. Okay, build ini bentuk badan. Overweight terlampau berat. Weight sama. Weight ini bukan sama, sorry. Weight ini adalah berat. Okay, berat. Bukan keberatan keberatan is weight. Weight ni berat. Okay, overweight is weight ni bukan let me explain again. Weight ni bukan you punya orang itu berat. Okay, bukan overweight tu orang itu berat. Weight ni adalah berapa berat kamu, lebih kepada itu. Okay, Annabelle and Claire have got the same build. They aren't very tall and they are both a bit overweight. Okay, macam tu. Okay, weight, number 1, weight ni is not berat. You kena ingat tu. Okay, let me put this out. Okay, and then you try to do exercise 3. Okay, you try to do one by one lah. Beard, blonde, straight. Beard is janggut, blonde. Okay, blonde warna perang. Straight, straight hair macam tu. Okay, elderly, middle-aged, young. Hardworking, jealous, generous. Okay, you should know this. You should know all these words. Generous ni, generous is someone who is very suka derma. Apa in bahasa Melayu? I forgot the word already in bahasa Melayu. Tapi macam suka bagi derma lah, itu adalah generous. Okay. Alright, let's sambung. Where are we? Okay, then relax, honest, nervous, unkind, easygoing, scruffy. Scruffy ni macam dia serabut lah. Dia serabut, okay? Tak terurus. Okay, tak terurus. Lazy, clever, reliable. Reliable, boleh berharap lah. Boleh diharap. Dia boleh diharap. Okay, we are coming to the last one already. I think this is the last, the last reading exercise. Complete the text with these words. So you need to read and then you need to complete it lah. Okay, we are talking about elephants, animals of higher intelligence. So elephants ni ada kepandaian yang lagi tinggi lah daripada animals lain. Okay, that is what this article is talking about. Let's read together. Elephants are interesting animals because they are very sociable and family is important to them. Okay, maksudnya elephants ni sangat ramah mesra. Sociable ni macam ramah mesra. They can grow to, okay, apa jawapan dia? You cuba tengok. Young, kind, easygoing, height, elderly, hardworking, nervous, way. They can grow to of over 3 meters. So ini pasal macam ketinggian I rasa. So I rasa most probably height lah. They can grow to a height of over 3 meters and usually, ini pasal berat lah, weigh about 3,800 kilos. Normally they are quite relaxed and, okay, cuba tengok apa jawapan dia. Kind ke, easygoing ke. But sometimes they can get, so ini dia sekarang relaxed. So sini pun kena benda positif. But ni menunjukkan tetapi. So relaxed and ini benda positif. Tetapi sometimes, kadang-kadang they can get what? They can get what you rasa? Benda negatif. Nervous kot. Nervous ni macam rasa anxious sikit. Macam cemas. When they are looking after young elephants, elderly elephants, I tak pasti. You kena baca. You tengok baca. You try to do. Okay? The time now is already 16 minutes, 17 minit dah. So we are going to rush a little bit. They are also quite clever and slow down to help feed or ill members of the family group. These qualities and the fact that they are so strong and is why people want to protect them and the land they live on for the future. That's all, right? Simple. Reading activity 4 you boleh settle. I trust you guys can do it. You're not sure? Ask me. PM or ask in the group lah, lagi senang so your other friends can see your question. Now when you're finished with that, I want you to write about your family in 1 paragraph. Again, very easy activity. It's not that difficult. You have done this dari darjah 1 you dah buat dah I rasa. Okay, write a short paragraph about your family in your writing book. So hari ni kita hanya guna buku writing. Activity reading and writing satu buku. Okay, so hari ni pun kita buat writing juga. Mention about your parents' occupation, pekerjaan diorang. Write about mention about your siblings, how many siblings you got, maybe something interesting about your siblings. Mention about the activities your family always do. What does your family like to do? Do you guys like to go to the beach? Do you guys always cook and eat on weekends? Do you guys always go to the cinema? Do you guys always do gardening in the morning as a family? What activities you do as a family? And finally, mention about anything else interesting about your family. Maybe your family traveled to South Korea last year. Or maybe something interesting about your family. Maybe your father is a pilot or something interesting or anything. But that's occupation lah. But anything interesting about your family that you think is interesting for me to know, you can write. Okay, write in 1 short paragraph. Okay, you want to write long also can, no problem. Okay, now we are going to go to the last thing. Now we have completed our YouTube video. We have watched the video. I will give you this link. This is for attendance, untuk kehadiran. You need to go to this link, answer my questions. Ada few questions you kena jawab. Jawab soalan tu, answer the questions and you are done. Okay? You are done. You must do the questions, okay? Once you have completed the questions, you are considered present and I want you to write this in your book. Remember, I really need you to do this. I trust that you will do it. If you have problems, always you can ask me. If you don't have problems, then okay, that's great. Okay, but always try your best to complete the activities. And I really hope to see you. Hopefully sekolah buka dalam I don't know when, but not soon lah. I rasa I don't know when, so I don't want to say anything. But I really need you to start completing this work so when school reopens, I can mark them. But don't worry, when you do your Google Form attendance though, that part tu, there are few questions tu yang bila you jawab tu saya akan tahu you ada belajar ke tak. So bila you tak buat, I akan tahu okay, that means you didn't do anything. So that is my way, my only way to see that you are doing your work or not. But overall, I trust you. I think you will do it. You're good students. Please do it. Any problem, you can always PM me. Do not feel afraid, okay? I wish you guys the best. It's already 20 minutes done, so I'm going to end the video. Watch the video to understand what we're doing today. And good luck and take care. And anything you can PM or WhatsApp me. For 3 Arif, I'm your class teacher. So anything you need, you can always message me. Okay, guys, that's all. Thanks. Adios. Bye.